Welcome back, guys, to my Let's Play of Runaway 2, The Dream of the Turtle. If I remember correct, that's the title. Where we left off, I made a little bit of progress, and I got the guy, what is his name, Otto's bag. I got his bag, we got the key. I need to fix the key, and I think I need to melt the key with the ray of light, but Brian's not clicking that in. He does say he needs to know, what was it, direction of light? I think that was it. Let's see.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. If I guide it through the magnifying glass, the sun will be turned into a super strong beam of light. But in order to be of any use, I'd have to aim the magnifying glass at something. And I don't see how I'd do that right now.
So he's saying he has to aim it somewhere. Now, it's a good chance it's the whole... He has to hold the magnifying glass with one hand, do the welding with the other, but some reason he can't use both of his hands at the same time, maybe? I may have to create some sort of tripod system. So I'm thinking I'm going to start combining items, see if anything comes up again. So
that makes no sense. I don't know what that...
No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't...
No.
That doesn't...
Of course not.
Good idea. That way I can use the magnifying glass wherever I need it. The hard part will be fitting the handle in, so let's cross our fingers.
Okay, apparently that was it.
There we go. I made it as long as I could.
Okay, well, let's try.
Yeah, now that the handle is much longer, I can probably attach it to something. This looks like the perfect spot. Ta-da! The beam converges through the lens and turns into a high-powered light beam.
Okay, so I was correct. He can't do one hand and the other part with the other. Okay. So let's fix the key.
Yeah, if the light beam produces enough heat, maybe I can weld the key together. Let's try it out. Yes, I deserve the locksmith merit badge. And it seems to be pretty darn sturdy.
Okay, now let's go crack the, I don't even know what word I'm saying. That door. Okay. Let's crack this open and see what we get.
Let's try it. I hope the welding holds. Darn it! The excess metal from when I welded it is keeping the key from going into the keyhole.
Okay, so can we use the knife?
That idea?
Or shard of glass, pardon?
Yes. That should help remove the excess metal. Let's be careful. You might bust the key again. Presto! It should work now.
Okay, let's try that again.
Come on. This has gotta go in the keyhole now. Yes! Finally! That took some effort. But now it's open.
Okay, first aid kit, that's a really good item to take.
I'm not interested in blankets. I don't even think they have a winter around here. And at this rate, I don't think a first aid kit will do me much good. However, yeah, those snowshoes may be just what I'm looking for. They remind me of a Neanderthals, but hey, Neanderthals knew their snow.
So wait, he doesn't think they need winter because of the blankets. He doesn't think you need a first aid kit, which first aid kit you should always take with you. But he takes the snowshoes. Whatever.
I'm not interested in and at this... These are antiques.
Now, I know doing the snowshoe thing back in the day, this kind of helped you walk through snow and not sink. So I'm guessing we had to use them on the bridge. I think that's what the game is trying to tell me. So... let's try, and yes, I have used snowshoes. They're hard, but they were pretty interesting. You definitely didn't sink through snow. Just because the weight nicely distributed. If I make sense. Plus, you're more. If I remember correctly, you're more gliding than walking. But we're gonna try that on the bridge.
Yeah, that's the idea I thought of when I found them in the hydroplane compartment. If I put the snowshoes on, my weight would be distributed across several planks of wood. It sounds crazy, but I have to try it. And not only that, but I should get rid of all my extra weight too. I'm gonna hide all the stuff I don't really need.
I'm kind of curious what items he's discarding.
This has to go, and this too. I'm taking the lemur with me. If I leave him here, he might shake the bridge just for laughs, or something worse. Darn that lemur. He must have woken up, and the first thing he did was polish off the whiskey. Okay, that should be enough. I really do feel quite a bit lighter now.
Lush.
Well, here we go. It's been nice knowing you, world. Well, at least the worst part is over. Now I just have to keep on climbing. Wait. What is this doing on a lost island? What's going on here? What was it? Nothing more and nothing less than a military camp. Can you believe it?
It's not that weird, Brian. I bet they were just doing maneuvers.
You're wrong, Sushi. In the beginning, that's kinda what I thought too. The soldiers had most likely seen Gina falling, so I headed for the camp to see whether they would help me. But it didn't turn out to be as easy as just going down to the lake, meeting up with her and ending the day trip with a pina colada. Nope. The accident turned out to be nothing compared to what was in store for me. Things were about to get worse. Much worse. Well, here I am at last. I never thought I'd make it. I hope the hike was worth it, and those soldiers know something about Gina.
Freeze! Hands behind your head!
But I
said hands up, mister!
Okay. All right, man, keep it cool.
Listen, pal, it's nothing personal, but you can never be too careful.
This is not necessary. I'm unarmed. I just wanted to ask if you guys saw a girl fall into the lake this morning.
How would I know? All girl stuff is part of the Colonel's privileges. Yo, get over here!
Could I speak with the colonel then?
I don't know why I should help you, dude, but you caught me in a good mood. Wait here, and I'll go ask him. Don't take your eyes off him, Felton. Leslie, a civilian wants to talk to the colonel. All right. Felton, accompany the civilian into the colonel's tent.
As you order. Leslie, this is the guy who wants to have a word with the colonel.
One moment, my colonel. Thank you, Felton. You, come here, please. Mr. Uh-huh. I've taken note, my colonel. Your name?
Brian Basco.
Well, Mr. Basco, wait here. Mr. What's-his-face wishes to speak with you, my colonel.
Who? Tell him I'm asleep, flower pot.
But he can hear you speaking right now, my colonel.
I must be speaking in my sleep, flower pot.
No, Daddy, you're more of the snoring type.
Flower pot, that memory of yours is worse than a senile old general's. Get it through that thick skull of yours that there are no mommies or daddies in the army. Get over here a minute. I need to explain something. And pull those shirt tails right out of your pants. You look like a mama's boy. Look here, Lester. Why do you think I call you Flower Pot? To belittle you? No. It's such an outlandish surname that nobody will suspect it's fake. If the troops knew I sired a dim-witted boob like you, they'd lose their confidence in me, and I'd be shafted. You get it, son?
Okay.
I don't think stealing while under surveillance is a swift move.
Well, while they're having an awkward
It's
conversation,
holding a couple of pens.
I'm gonna see what I can find.
Looks like Leslie writes down all the orders he gets from his dad in here. What surprises me most, though, is that his writing resembles mine so much. Why the heck not? My writing is so similar to Leslie's that I could get him to believe he wrote it himself, following his father's orders. If I do it carefully, nobody will see me. What should I put?
Yes, they passed that sweet civilian boy. Yeah, I like that one. Or abort mission.
He'd never believe that, and I could get into some deep poo-poo.
I'm sorry, Dad. I mean, my colonel. Oh, by the way, the satellite has located that shipment of cigars you were being sent from Cuba, my colonel.
It's about time, Flower Pot. Coordinates?
I didn't memorize them, my colonel, but I'll ask for them again right away.
God damn it, Flower Pot. Aren't you using that planner I gave you for Christmas? Do it now, and send a couple of men to the area. I want those cigars brought to me, as of yesterday. Out of my sight, Flower Pot.
You can come in, Mr. whatever you're called.
Thanks.
Well then,
Good morning. My name is...
is that what you came to tell me, civilian? Or did you have something interesting to say?
Well, I'd like to ask you about...
Negative. I'm the one asking questions here.
Yeah, but I was just wondering whether...
What do you think this is? A Q&A in the Pentagon press room? I'm warning you. Nobody interrogates me.
It's really just a quick...
Look here, civvy boy. Are you dumb or am I explaining this all wrong? If you ask me one more question, you're gonna spend the next 15 days in my refrigerator. Got that?
In the refrigerator? Well, if you give me a baseball to toss around...
Okay then. Now, answer this. What in Sam Hill are you doing on my island?
Apparently it's his island. Okay. Girlfriend. I think the third one. Granted, I would say the fourth one, but I imagine that's not going to get us anywhere. So I'm going to go with the third option.
A girlfriend of mine fell into the lake, and I think you guys rescued her.
Negative, civilian. My men monitor every centimeter of Mala Island, and they ain't seen none of that. You sure that happened on this patch of land?
Yes, that'd be really good to say to a colonel. Yeah, I really want to say that.
Yeah, if you haven't seen her, It's because you're all half blind. Sorry.
Are you mocking me, Sibby boy? Just remember, if I get a hold of your girl, I can give her a real hard time.
Okay.
In fact, I think she's being held here against her will.
You don't say. There may be another possibility. She might be hiding from you.
That is true. That could be the, one of the parts.
Well, she didn't exactly fall. I threw her out in mid-flight.
Something was telling me you're not all bad, boy. And I was right. Turns out you're my kind of man. So, did you enjoy that experience?
Wait. He's encouraging us. Okay. Let's do the first one.
It's not what you think. I pushed her out to save her.
No reason to apologize. You done nothing wrong.
I bet you would have killed her. You look like a despicable slayer of helpless women.
Come on, boy. There's no reason to start kissing up to me at this point. And I don't know what you mean by helpless. You look the other way and they start weaving a web. Like a tarantula. Ha! That was pretty funny. Like red tarantulas.
Okay.
I felt awful as I watched my girlfriend fall through the sky.
Don't worry about that. You'll get over it. The first time always hurts. Then you get used to it. You even start to yearn for it. I'd do it all day long if I could.
Did I say I pushed her? I keep saying the silliest things lately.
You've got me more turned round than a dog chasing his tail. Let's see. Now, what did you mean?
I mean, that's not what I meant. It's that... Actually, I didn't even want to come here. It was this girlfriend of mine.
Well. It turns out the smart Alex civilian is just a boy in love. Son, if you were a soldier, no woman would be playing around with you. Why don't you enlist?
I don't think Brian has, a good... I don't think he has a good enough skill points to be part of the military. He's kind of a douche.
I can't picture myself in a uniform. Green doesn't go with my skin tone, and helmets give me a headache.
So this is what goddamn civil society has made us sink to? You keep in mind, boy, that I only tolerate 3 kinds of civilians. Women, kids, and the crippled. The rest of y'all should be under military command, killing for your homeland and dying in combat. But those dang politicians and scientists back in D.C. are all fooled with their welfare state, human rights, and atomic weaponry systems. They're trying to do away with the real army and values that make men men.
Okay.
It sounds truly exciting, but I don't want to have to kill anyone.
So you're that kind of folks. You say that because you never tried. But once you acquire a taste for it, you'd kill to try again.
I work at the game. Kudos. The lip syncing is actually keeping up with the voice. I will give the second game kudos for that. On a random tangent, just watching like the mouth go with the voice. It's actually pretty well synced.
Enlist? Me? Do I look like a fool?
What kind of sissy are you, boy? When the winds of change blow through, and they will, you're gonna have to fight. Then I'd like to see what you use your pretty face for. I told you, I won't tolerate the 3rd degree. So answer me or suffer the consequences.
I don't know. I've never held a weapon.
Hey, where'd you go to grammar school, boy? Didn't you get an education?
Man, that's not what I meant. I must have wigged out.
Oh, yeah? What do you mean, then?
Okay.
I had no idea this island belonged to you. It must have cost you a small fortune.
I say it's mine because I'm in charge here. Didn't anyone tell you martial law has been imposed on Mala Island?
No, but I'd like to know why there's martial law on this island.
Why are we under martial law?
Because that way I'm not obliged to answer questions from imbecile civilians like yourself. And even less so when they're about unauthorized topics.
No way. I didn't know we were at war.
Well, we aren't, unfortunately. You know how much I miss the old days back in Nam.
Okay, this is a lot of dialogue.
You must be the only person alive who misses a lost war.
I should have kicked the bucket in that war, you know. They riddled me with bullets. So I knelt down and raised my arms for a more photogenic demise. And then some bird brain came along, threw me on his back, and saved me. So here I am, on a two-bit island with no way to die heroically.
There have been others since Vietnam. You must have been in some later conflict.
All of them. Even a few you ain't never heard of. Like that time the Reds put fluoride in the water supply to poison our minds. But none was as fun as Nam.
Quit complaining. You're on a paradise island now.
Don't overestimate the fun here. There ain't no enemy battalions at the beach, shrapnel with breakfast, or flocks of vultures hovering over the trenches. Now that would be paradise.
I see you're a man of action.
Like any man with a sense of self-worth, civilian, like the men of yesteryear, those soldiers who killed at gunpoint. They didn't depend on them bureaucrats and their nuclear arms. But the old days are making a comeback. You'll see, soon.
Getting back to what I was saying, I can tell you're dying to explain why martial law has been declared.
The reason has to do with a big, fat military secret. I wouldn't divulge it to a civilian, even if I was authorized. And definitely not to the likes of you.
I couldn't care less about the martial law, but I'll tell you why I'm on Mala Island.
I knew I could get you to sing in the end. Come on, fess up.
I'm not obliged to answer that question. I'll only respond in the presence of my attorney.
So that's your game, huh? Well, move your butt out of my tent, boy, and keep it still until the evacuation takes place.
If only you could offer me a nice plush mattress to park it on with my girl.
Don't you get smart with me, boy. In a few hours, you and all the other civilians left on Mala will be shipped out. The boat's on its way. It's a matter of hours. Flower pot?
Colonel, sir!
Escort the civilian to the door. And if he makes any funny moves, kill him. That guy rubs me the wrong way. I don't want him turning into a relentless pest. Tarantula.
Interesting.
I don't know why, but I get a sneaky feeling that the Colonel is hiding something. What's more, when I came out, I saw a girl being escorted by a soldier toward Kortsmeyer's tent. For a moment there, I thought it was Gina, and I almost bumped into her. She was blonde and wearing a very tight red leather outfit, but what in the world could that insane colonel be up to? It's clearer and clearer to me that Gina's being held somewhere inside the camp, but they're watching every step I take, so it's impossible to get a good look around. I'll have to find some other way to get in, no matter how hard I have to try. But it won't do me any good to rescue Gina if we have no way out afterward. With all travel by sea and air cut off, those military types would find us in no time. It's obvious. I'll have to cook up a plan to sneak into the camp and find a way to escape from the island. However, with the little help I have, that's gonna be one tall order. My only support is a plastered primate, who I'm gradually becoming fond of, I must say. And now that he woke up, his little eyes look so sad. They remind me of a little basset hound puppy I once had in New York. I'll name the little lemur after him. Little Demon.
A little. Okay. Alright. So.
I don't think that's a good plan.
I choose you, lemur. Go! Okay. So we need to sneak in. I wonder. I wonder if we.
It seems like a bit much for this place. Where on earth do they think we're at? Pearl Harbor?
Well, clearly something big is happening.
Hummers, trucks, tanks, planes. Looks like they came with the full kit.
I'm guessing I have to go possibly back in there.
What an awesome all-terrain vehicle. It must be 6 feet wide. It's more impressive in real life than in the movies, especially since the ones in movies just blow up the actors, whereas this one could blow me up. Tiki Falls. Enjoy your trip. Yeah, it's been a long time since I enjoyed something this much.
Okay, let's... I guess talk.
I wish the guy with the machine gun wasn't aiming at me. I've never liked being the center of attention.
Okay, let's talk to the soldier again. See if he can get back in there.
I didn't have any breakfast. Mind if I go to the mess hall for a sandwich?
Only the colonel can give you authorization to see the camp, buddy.
Okay.
I'd like to talk with the colonel again.
Again? You're lucky I'm so friendly. Anyone else would have sent you packing. Don't take your eyes off him, Felton. Leslie, that civilian from before wants to talk to the colonel again. All right, Felton, accompany the civilian into the colonel's tent.
As you order. Leslie, this is the guy who wants to have a word with the colonel.
One moment, my colonel. Thank you, Felton. You, come here, please. Mr. Uh-huh. I've taken note, my colonel. Your name?
Ryan Basco.
Well, Mr. Basco, wait here.
Okay, I'm guessing I have to write on the notepad to release
Mr.
the girl.
What's his face wishes to speak with you.
Who?
But he...
I must be...
No,
Okay,
Dad.
same dialogue.
Look to be... No, it's such an outlandish surname. Is that you...
No,
Nope.
I'd better not look.
We need to do this quickly.
Well,
What is it? I'm so bored. Okay, release the girl.
sure. Great idea.
Yeah. And then, can we do anything else?
Well, if I could think of something that would work. Better not. That would be a bit fishy.
No, anything else?
Well, no, I don't want to depress Leslie anymore.
Darn it. Okay. And
I don't think stealing while under surveillance is a swift move. Gotta wonder what's in the ones marked danger.
Out of my sight, Flower.
You can come in, Miss...
Thanks.
okay. So let's see what happens here.
I see. Did you finally come to tell me what the heck you're doing on my island?
Okay.
I don't feel like talking to you anymore.
Just for the record, you're not leaving because you wanna. You're leaving because I threw you out. Mosey along, civilian.
So I really don't know if that worked or not. And I don't think I can actually, oh,
Looks like it leads to a crossroad. I'll go see what I find.
okay. I don't think I went that far, prior. Oh,
I can't take one more step. I feel like someone poured a pot of boiling soup into my shoes and I'm cooking noodles between my toes. But it was worth it. Finally, some contact with civilization. There's another soldier with a car. I hope this one doesn't give me any flack. Let's see what the area has to offer.
you know, if it's pretty empty, we could, you know, get free food and drinks and, you know, all that fun stuff. I doubt it. I don't know, but
Eureka! A bar! With a waitress and everything. Today's your lucky day. Let's go chatter up.
let's see what happens here. Oh, and that's a mechanical bowl down there. Interesting.
Hi there.
Aloha! Welcome to Luana Beach. Where did you come from?
Well, if you mean my place of birth, I come from New York. I got to Mala Island just this morning and...
You don't fool me. I haven't seen any boats or planes arrive in the last 3 days.
Thing is, I landed on the other side of the island, in a biplane that looks worse than a World War II relic.
Did you fly in with Otto?
No way! You guys know each other?
Yeah, we're old pals, and I adore his cool plane. I met my ex-boyfriend Charlie in it. Where is old Otto, by the way?
I think he went to Kauai. Yeah, he left full speed ahead to deliver a shipment of Capote dogs.
Oh, I love those little puppies, and they have such a cute name. Mine is Lokelani Stranger, which means Heavenly Rose.
Nice to meet you, Lokelani. I'm Brian.
Oh, crap. You have the same name as my moron of an ex-boyfriend.
I thought his name was Charlie.
No, that was a different boyfriend. Brian was this loser I'd prefer to forget about. So, I'll just have to pick a different name for you. Do you like Kaimi? It means he who searches in Hawaiian.
I like the way it sounds. And if you knew me better, you'd realize it suits me to a T.
Oh yeah, and that fluffy love ball of a cockatoo is Aolani, my best friend, and the only male I can trust.
Charmed, Aolani. Lokelani, I wanted to ask you for something.
Oh, sorry. I must be the worst waitress in the Pacific. What can I do for you, Kaimi?
No, I didn't mean that. I just wanted to chat with you.
I don't know whether to believe you. Whenever my ex said some girl had just chatted with him, I knew to expect the worst.
Brian did that?
Oh no, that was Mikhail, a 7-foot-tall Russian. So, surprise me. What should we chat about?
Okay, this is pretty interesting. Yeah, we'll do a little chatting for a bit before we cut the episode off.
I haven't seen many people around here.
Yeah, the island's population has been reduced to just a few friends of mine. And this guy dressed like a monk who arrived last night. Plus me and the military guys, as you've observed.
Tell me about that guy who looks like a monk.
He must have gotten here last night after I closed up. He hasn't budged all morning and didn't even notice when I went to say hi. Maybe he's deaf, like my ex.
Mikhail?
No, Renee. He was a better man than most. He was deaf as a doorknob, but he could listen so much better than the average male.
So many exes, holy crap.
Why didn't they evacuate you and your friends?
They let me stay a few days longer. Colonel's orders. I don't know why, though. And my two friends stayed because Knife took Kai for a ride in his motorboat, so the military guys didn't find them till they got back.
Talk to me about your friend Kai.
The poor thing lost his leg to a shark, but he's still the best surfer Mala Island has ever seen. And he comes from a long line of amazing witch doctors. His grandfather, the last kahuna in the family saga, even had his own TV show.
Tell me about Knife.
He goes for the heart-stopping excitement, but he's fickle. Every once in a while, he gets obsessed with a new hobby. Right now, it's surfing, and that's all he thinks about. Lately, the waves around here have been smaller than in a kiddie pool, so he spends the day island hopping in his speedboat in search of killer waves. Oh, and then there's Koala, his son, but you'd better just meet him for yourself.
Where can I find your friends?
They live together at Alawala Cove. If you want to meet them, just follow the highway toward the northeast, and you'll come across their hut. I recommend it as a day trip. It's a lovely spot. Some people think Tiki Temple ruins are prettier, but since they're in the militarized zone, visits are out of the question.
Okay.
Do you get along with the military guys here on the island?
That first night, they all came here to get sloshed. But then I think the colonel forbid them to return. Now he comes alone.
Okay, I'm actually gonna cut the episode here, guys. I'm gonna quickly, after I cut the episode off, I'm gonna keep recording here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the series so far. As usual, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!